What if your significant other don't work down there? What you gonna do, cheat on them?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it up, fuck it up.
Katie on it.
I can't wait for niggas. I just gotta get up to that pipe. I'm in pipe shit, nigga. What the fuck? You can't make me wait. I can't stay for niggas. Call my Uber. You can't make me wait.
What's going? It is your girl, Big Merkster.
And I'm Momabillz.
And today, I am going to ask my mama some questions that y'all probably scared to ask y'all mama. But me, personally, I feel like we got a good relationship to where I can ask her some of these questions that I picked out.
I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth.
We going to see. Oh, and the shades. So, I know y'all probably going to be like, why is she wearing shades in the house? Because she basically saying that the light is too bright.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. I need my eyes for my job. I need my eyes.
So
she trying to blind me, so I ain't got time.
That's not what's going on. I told her it's all about the quality. The quality
stuff.
So the first question that I'm going to ask her was, were you ever bullied or left out?
No.
Not by nobody? Like you never was bullied?
I'm the bully. No.
Mama.
Next.
So never when you was growing up, not when you was a kid?
Oh, yeah, I was bullied when I was growing up. Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
So, yeah, I was bullied. This girl took my bus fare.
For real?
I didn't know how I was going to get home.
And what you do?
I got on the bus and told them I ain't got no money. They took it.
So you was letting people bully you?
Back then, yeah.
Okay.
When I was in elementary school, yeah. But when I grew up, they knew what it was. Okay. No, what it was, my cousin Ree told me that if I let somebody else bully me, he was going to beat me up.
And you believed it?
Yeah. And ever since then, I've been the bully.
Okay.
Next caller. Because you ain't talking about nothing, bitch. Next caller.
The next question is, how did you deal with people judging you?
I didn't care.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Do I look like I give a fuck? Because I don't. I don't care.
You didn't care?
I'm unbothered.
All the time? Mm-hmm. Okay, next question. Do you ever miss who you were before you had kids?
Yeah.
What?
Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. Let me see you in the chat. Y'all say fuck them kids.
Because, baby, I was off the chain.
What you was doing?
I used to be at the clubs, having a good time and everything.
So when you started having kids, you couldn't go to the club?
I couldn't do nothing, no.
And how many kids do you have?
5.
Damn!
5 girls, yep.
So you was just busting it?
I was busting it wide open, but I was married. So that's the difference.
Okay. What age did you lose your virginity?
17.
17? Mm-hmm. Did you want to?
I was ready. I was ready at 14, but I couldn't. My mama was crazy.
Not you ready at 14?
Yeah.
What you know about that at 14? I ain't know about that at 14.
Yeah, baby. We used to watch porn and everything. Yeah. We used to watch porn.
That's crazy. Next question. What's your body count? Like right now, like from when you was little, can you think of what your body count is?
Probably about 36.
36? For real?
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Okay. Okay.
I gotta tell the truth or I gotta lie.
Mom, you had to tell the truth.
5.
No, wait. It's not what you think. This is a big misunderstanding. You've got to believe me. Listen, I am telling you. You better listen to me, SpongeBob.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
For real?
Yeah.
Just 5?
Just 5.
Okay. Don't be getting up on here lying.
Okay, I thought,
No.
it sounded good if I say 36.
What's the one thing you regret not asking your mom?
Nothing. Because she was strict. My mama was strict. I didn't want to ask her nothing.
You don't want to ask her nothing?
I used to go to my dad, and my dad give me what I want. Do whatever I wanted, my dad made it happen.
When did you really understand what sex was?
Probably when I was 12.
Mama.
When I was looking at porn.
Mama, you said 14.
We used to sneak and look at
you
porn.
You said 14. You just went from 14 to 12.
I mean 14. Yeah, it probably was 14. I don't know. It was around that age range. In the puberty range.
So between 12 and 14?
Between 12 and 14.
Who had you watching porn? Your little boy? Your
No,
cousin?
man, my best friend. I can't tell her name because she probably watching this. But we used to watch it.
Who is your best friend?
My best
I'll bleep it out. I'm gonna bleep out her name though. What's her name? Okay, that's a little understandable because I think she probably got the same amount of kids my mama got. Don't she?
Yeah, she got
Or
four.
she got four.
Got four.
Oh, so you was busting it open
I
a
busted
little bit
one
more.
and I busted about 6 more times because I think I had what? 2 miscarriages and 2 abortions. Anything else?
Next. Okay, did you ever feel pressure to do something that you weren't ready for?
No, ma'am. Don't nobody pressure me. I put the pressure to the people.
You put the P in pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. Say less. Got you. When was your first kiss? What age? And can you remember his name?
I don't remember all that far, baby. I'm old. I'm not.
You're
I'm
that
older,
old, girl.
But I don't know. I'm in my 40s, so I don't remember.
I
that
remember
then.
who my first kiss was.
Okay, well that's you, but you got a young mind, baby.
Okay,
You
so
young.
mama, tell me what age it was
When?
when you had your first kiss.
Probably about 8 or 7.
For real? That is crazy, mama. Like what? 8 or 7?
I used to be a hot pocket, baby.
See, no, baby, that is too much for me.
We used to play hide and go get, baby. You know what hide and go get is?
No.
Well, if the boy catch you, they got a hunch on you.
What?
Yes.
Mama, like that for real?
I'm dead for real. Yeah.
That is crazy.
All the kids played that.
How did you know that you were in love for the first time?
I did. Until I got grown.
And then,
And I met my soulmate.
okay. So this was your first time falling in love, the man you with now?
Yes. Well, no. I thought I was in love with your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe
What
I
was
was,
it?
but maybe I wasn't. I don't know. He cheated the whole time.
So you probably did love him, but it was just you wasn't being properly loved.
Yeah.
So it don't feel like that
When being
you was
properly
in love with him.
yeah. But I'm being
You
properly
loved him.
loved now. Because I
feel
love every minute of it.
Have you ever snooped through my stuff?
Yeah, all the time. I used to go
What
through
have you snooped through?
all your stuff.
Like what?
Your phone, everything. Yeah.
You know, that's an invasion of privacy.
That's not when
like
I'm-
you can get sued
Not
for
when
that.
I'm paying the bill. When I'm paying the bill, anything goes. So back then, when I was snooping through your phone, I was paying that damn bill.
Okay, so let me ask another question. So if something was to happen to me, you gonna go through my phone?
Of course. And if something happened to me, you better get my phone.
I'm scared to see what's in your phone.
You don't want to
from
see
the
what's in my
answers
phone.
was the questions.
Yeah,
But
don't worry about my phone.
respectfully, if anything was to happen to me, please bury my phone with me.
You bury my phone too with me.
I will.
So please.
Just put it in the casket, Mom. Just put it right on the side of the casket.
Matter of fact, burn it.
Y'all can call them and answer while I'm in heaven. I might just pick up. Okay.
Okay.
What was the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you on a date?
I ain't never been on no date, real date.
No, remember that one time when you was like you went out?
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Tell them about that, Mom. You got to get in the camera. Get over, scoot over a little bit. Tell them about.
I went on this date with this dude that I met on this dating site after I broke up with my ex. Before I got with my new dude. Mm-hmm. So the dude, first we went to Bad Daddy Burger Bar. Mm-hmm. They were closed. It was pouring down raining. Mm-hmm. So we went to this other place called something. It was a Mexican restaurant. Mm-hmm. But we got in there, whatever, and I wasn't really hungry because I already had ate. So, but I was still hungry, but not that hungry. So I just got a whole bunch, I got a whole bunch of appetizers. Because he was like, get what you want or whatever. And so I told him I left my wallet in the car. I said, do I need to go out? It's pouring down rain. And I said, I can Apple Pay you or Zelle you or whatever. Because me, I can handle my own.
Yeah.
I make good money. So I can handle my own bills. So I was like, do I need to pay for anything or whatever? He was like, first he was like, oh, it's up to you. Whatever. I was like, well, I don't have my wallet in here. It's pouring down rain. I'm not going out there right now, but I can Zelle you. Mm-hmm. So anyway, he bought me I got one drink and I got, two? I've got 2 appetizers, but I got appetizers to go because I got them for y'all. Mm-hmm. So after everything was over with or whatever, I got tipsy off that one. It was a big old drink. Mm-hmm. It was like one of them big Mexican thing, the grande. So I was so tipsy. So I was, after we left the date, I went home and I fell asleep. Mm-hmm. He was blowing my phone up when I got home. Mm-hmm. And so I ain't answered the phone. So the next day he had called me. I called him And he had an attitude because, you know, I guess because he was blowing my phone up. So he was like, yeah, baby, you never did send me that Zelle. What? Yeah. He was like, you never did send me that Zelle. I was like, what Zelle? I wasn't even going to go on the date, but I was mad. I was like, you know what? I ain't got nothing to do. It's, you know, I ain't got nothing to do at home or whatever. Y'all was doing y'all thing. So I was bored. That's the only reason why I went, because I was bored. I wasn't even hungry. Like, I could have paid for his meal and my meal.
What he get?
He got a whole, what he get? I know he got a whole plate,
Meal.
whatever he got.
So he didn't get an appetizer. He got like,
No, I'm sorry. Matter of fact, he got 2 appetizers too. But he ate all his appetizers. I took mine to go.
Was he a big, heavy-set dude or?
No.
No? He was a skinny dude?
He said he had to pay his daughter something for his daughter. That's why he needed the money.
No, and it's like, nigga, you
but this is the thing though, because he gonna tell me before all this happened, he told me that he was making good money. He a contractor. He go in and paint houses and all this kind of stuff. He making all this money. So then as soon as we get to the restaurant, where your money at?
You want some?
But and then let me tell y'all. The thing about it that pissed me off the most is, we got there about 9 o'clock. So after from 8 to 12, you get half price off appetizers. So the appetizers was half price.
So he didn't even have to pay the full thing.
He didn't have to pay the full price.
That's crazy.
And still couldn't afford to pay it. Somebody had to pay his daughter car insurance or some shit. He said, I could have paid for the whole meal, but what I'm paying for the meal for? You invited me out.
Okay, next question is, how do you separate sex from love, or do you think they should always go together?
Sex is a big part of a relationship, but it doesn't define the relationship. You can be in a relationship and love somebody and y'all ain't gotta have sex. Because what if your significant other don't work down there? What you gonna do, cheat on them? That's not right.
Like, yes, because that's like, me personally, and it's so crazy because my mama know, I literally was just dealing with a situation like that. Don't get me wrong. Now, I feel like the dude was a weirdo. This on everything I love. I've been telling everybody he's a weirdo. But he just was too small for me. And me personally, I like to work with a man with a bigger package, and he just didn't have that. So it was just more of everybody just like, oh, you could just get drunk. You could do this. You could do that. No, you're not going to be able to satisfy me. So I'd rather just leave you alone where you at now. I ain't saying I'm going to just cheat on my partner, because me and my partner don't have that problem.
But if you love somebody, you wouldn't cheat on them.
I didn't love him.
I know you didn't. That's why you cheated. But if you really love somebody, no, that's why you would have cheated.
Oh, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if you really love somebody, it ain't about sex. Everything ain't always about sex. It's a big part of the relationship, but it plays a major role in the relationship, but you don't have to have sex. They have toys. You can please yourself.
Okay, you said you didn't. Oh, you can, but it ain't in like a meeting.
It's not, but still. What you gonna do? You can go out here and get me the man, and you can get HIV.
That's
or you
true.
can get herpes, or you can get something that you can't get rid of.
That's so true.
So at least you know with your man that if you get anything or contract
it came from
anything,
him.
You know where it came from.
All right, next question. What's your biggest fear in life?
I don't have any fears.
None
I
at
don't
all.
fear no man. I don't fear nothing but God. That's it.
That was a great, wonderful answer. Okay, we got one more after this. So, what did your wedding night really feel like? When you married and you got married, how was that night? Like,
It was some bullshit.
what y'all do?
Nothing.
For real? Like,
Yes.
after y'all left, you had to dress
First of
up
all,
and
we were
stuff?
arguing at the wedding.
Y'all was arguing?
Yeah,
at the
because he
wedding?
didn't like the makeup that they put on me. He said I looked like I was in the casket.
Mama, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
That man was crazy. Like,
Yeah. So we argued about that, and then
did you like the makeup though?
No, I ain't like it. I knew it was ugly.
So why you tried to say something if you knew you ain't?
Because why he gonna say that at the wedding though? He could have waited till the wedding was over with.
True. He said, who all was there?
Everybody, all his folks on his side, on his mama's side.
Okay, and this is the last question, and then we're going to do a part 2. Did you ever feel pressure to have sex just to keep someone? Like, have you ever, because I've done that before.
Him? Yes. Your daddy. Yes. That's it.
So did you not want to?
No.
But you knew that you had to do it.
I didn't want to because I got turned off by him because all he did was cheat.
Yeah.
He was messing with everybody, strippers, everybody. You name it, he was messing with them. And they're going to try to accuse me of cheating on him, which I started cheating on him later on when I got tired of him.
Yeah, y'all, this relationship that she's talking about, this was one of the most toxic. And I wasn't even in this relationship. I was just a kid. But they used to come home from the club. I'm talking about loud. And my daddy told me that my mama know how to fight. So we need to watch out for her. But, you know, later on in life, I ended up finding out that she was whooping on him. Which, like, my daddy, he was, like... But my mama was crazy, too. So sometimes she was whipping on him. You get what I'm saying?
Most of the time, I was whipping on him.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
But...
his ass was in there screaming in that room.
Yeah, he was. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I heard my mama whooping one. Like, I heard my mama one time, and I was just like, what the world? And then I would say probably a couple days later, they ended up telling us they about to get a divorce and who we want to go with. And I was going with my mama anyways because my daddy was always mean to me, honestly. And I just felt like that I ain't want to go with him because I felt like my mama was going to let us do what we want to do, which it wasn't like that. My mama didn't let us do
Baby, they ran me through the mud.
No, that's not true. My mama wasn't, like, my mama wasn't even worried about, like, you get what I'm saying? My mama was letting us do it, not saying she was letting us do what we wanted to do. Like, she was strict, but she wasn't as strict. Because y'all was going to do it anyway.
This is the thing about parenting. It don't come with a handbook. So... what you want to do is, it's not about being friends with your kids or none of that. It's about allowing them to get out there and fall and hit their head. Because at the end of the day, if you tell a kid no, they're going to do it anyway. They're going to sneak out there and do it. So I let them smoke weed outside on the balcony. I let them smoke. I got them their own apartment at, 16 years old? You weren't right? It was 16 and 17 with y'all own apartment. I got them their own apartment. I let them do what I let them do them. But, you know, some people might think that is wrong. But what do? You just going to sit there and be strict and let them sneak into it?
And at the end of the day, the way that I think about it, I feel like even with us being out there, I just feel like we already thought we was grown. Once I turned 16, I already was telling people I'm grown. So you can't really tell me, or I didn't really, me personally, even just growing up, I don't like nobody telling me what to do in the first place. Not saying my mom like... my mom the only person that I really will respect like that, and my grandma and my granddaddy. But when it come down to anybody else, I don't really respect them. I don't even talk to my daddy like that. Like, and there ain't no beef or nothing like that. I just don't talk to him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can love people from afar.
She got a new daddy, y'all. New daddy now. She got a new dad. That's all.
But yeah, like y'all. But yeah, we gonna be coming with more videos. We dropping a video every day. We're gonna be doing mukbangs. We're gonna be doing Q&A. So drop some questions in the comments that you might want me to ask my mama for part 2, and any other questions that you got for us or whatever. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on them post notifications. Follow my mama on Instagram at MOMABILLZ, and follow me on Instagram at Miss Merkster. And we will be back.
See you. Bye.
Bye.